taken by some madness. Golidir has ventured into the rift. The air is thick with menace, and the stench of Thauerloch lingers.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf, and we are here in that wonderful place known as the Rift of Nerds Kashu. Wait, this looks awful. Are you sure this is a good idea, Coronir? We have done well to make it this far, Pineleaf, but it seems that many of the evils that once dwelt here have retreated into the deepest parts of Nerds Kashu. It may be too much to hope that our passage will remain unnoticed. What can have driven Golidir to make this dangerous journey? Has he lost all hope for the future? He has suffered so much, more than any one man should, and yet he persevered. Has he at last given in to despair? We must keep moving. Norbar is ahead. I fear what we may find there. Right. Let's be ready. Golidir is not himself. Of this I'm certain. He is the wisest ranger I have known. What could have driven him to this place? I cannot understand it. We must rescue him, even if it is from himself. All right. Whee! Well, I'll have to protect him while we get our opponents here, and this is the last of the skirmishes I need to unlock. Whee! For the Grey Hammers! First thing I got was a... Oh. I had forgotten, yes, of course. I killed an orc in the skirmish. Well, fortunately, I'm going to have a little respite before... Oh. This guy is hitting me hard. Really hard. Woo-wee! I was not expecting that. That was treacherous. Whee! I think I'm going to have a bite to eat before the next wave comes. So this is the final skirmish. I have of course, all the ones that are auto unlocked. The ones that came with VIP, all those, of course, I have done all the deeds for those. And we've recently had the unlocking of the Mirkwood ones. So this is the only one that remains. And that means once that's done, I could start seriously seeing if I could get that Skirmisher Middle Earth title. Whee! And of course, that is a mandatory title for me since Piney Neal's Skirmisher of Middle Earth. It sort of just goes together. And that's obviously the title that I'll be wearing. Currently wearing the Thievery and Mischief title. Of course, it is a bit of a problem with these Goshrock captains healing each other. Annoying. Aha! You missed it! Good. Let's do the fumerals down. Now, if you're in a group, this particular skirmish requires fellowship maneuvers in order to get by the fumerals. Now, if you're trying to solo a group one, after an obnoxious number of tries, I think it's 4 for the first one, 5 for the second one, 6 for the third one or something like that, and Coroner will give up and just open it up himself. But barring that, he will. There you go. But barring that, you'll be able to unlock the. It's either with a single hit if you are. Okay, I must have hit already. Yes. But if you're doing solo, all you have to do is hit it, since you can't do fellowship maneuvers while solo. And if you're in a group, you need a fellowship maneuver. Simple fellowship maneuver. Some of the simplest fellowship maneuvers you'll ever run into. Actually, the fellowship maneuver does depend upon the tier. So it depends on the tier and the numbers on there. Or at least if you are in a 6-player skirmish or in a raid, then the higher tiers will give you a little bit more to think about for the fellowship maneuvers. But solo, you don't have to worry about all that. Not that I don't know how often people run this skirmish at tier 3. Now, I was in a group that regularly ran tier 3 raids, but this was not one of the skirmishes that we had in our rotation. We tended to run Mirkwood skirmishes. But this one, the trouble is that Golidir is, oops. Yeah, Golidir has a tendency to die in this skirmish if you're running in a group. That doesn't happen in solo, but in groups, yeah, especially raids, you need a good group in order to handle that one. Very strange in the style how the boss fight goes in a group. There you go. And there you go. Done! Faint snoring comes from the south, and Snagaluan's angry roar echoes from across the lava field. Alright, so these are both in the same general direction. So let's first handle the worm. Lax, are you there? Thank you. Now, let's take care of Lugrin. Lugrin. Nasty worm. Nasty worm. Okay, that's what we'll call Lugrin, a nasty worm. Ouch, 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 ouch. Well, after what happened in that first round with that Echo of Death and that other one, not completely sure what happened there. Maybe I must have accidentally hit the Echo of Death, picked up the Death's Echo, and then having the guy pounding him like that, plus the Echo of Death, it has a rather nasty attack all its own. Whew, new deed, rescue a Nurse Kashu. And now, the troll. Down on this end, Snagtaloon. Snagtaloon, suffering succotash. There you go. Hi there. Big and hot. Yeah. Lava hot that is. Ouch! Alright. That's it. We fight. I know I've been fighting all along. Yeah. I think he believes in speaking softly and carrying a very big stick. You missed! Now, I don't know how I missed when he just has that thing. Did I just hop above his club or something like this? It looks like it just like goes right through my midsection. Whew. Well, now to follow Coroner through that door. I hope he hasn't gotten in any trouble while I was away. I think I see Goladir up ahead. Look there, beyond the great pit of fire. Yes, it is Goladir. We found him. Let us make our way to the far side of Norbar Pineleaf. There we will speak with Goladir and bring him from these perilous depths. This way, we will skirt the edge of the Colosseum. Beware the fire streams. Now, yeah. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, boss fight in the Colosseum. Whoever thought of that idea? Goladir! Why have you come to this place? Speak, my friend! Lordiel, stand back from the door! I've come to save you! Something's not right. Come here. We must unravel this mystery, or I fear he'll be lost to us. Yeah. And look at this. Well, the seats seem to be empty in the Colosseum at the moment. Maybe just as well. What's the seating capacity of this place? No idea. Alright, what do you need? He speaks of his daughter as if she were still alive, Pineleaf. There's some great evil at work here. What has raised this madness in the mind of my mentor, so cruelly seized upon by the grief within his heart? And what can we do about it? What is this feeling? Can he not sense it? A darkness and power? This force has imposed its will upon Goladir. It poisons him against us. Oh! A Rogmole! Well, we'll take care of the Rogmole. Alright, you decide to go all the way across there to lay your traps. Wonderful! Well, I guess he didn't want to be disturbed while he was doing it. There you go. We can take... I'm not surprised I haven't been sent with any terrible fire stuff yet. Whew. Erebun has been defeated, and the trap sits there completely unused. I hope we don't walk into it on the way out. Oh, what's happened? Wait, where? When? Am I? Where am I? Ooh, there was a ringing in my ears, as if a swarm in deep water. But it's gone now. There was something else. A shroud has lifted from my eyes. But which is the dream, and which is not? Lorniel, she was alive, and I was too late. Not too late to save her. Some part of me knew that Erebun had dominance over my mind. But even that small hope of seeing Lorniel again was hope enough. I didn't fight him. I am ashamed. I am no ranger. You're the bravest ranger I know. Why else would Erebun seek to master you? He sought to deprive us of you just at the moment we needed you the most. The Dunedain are gathering. We must ride to the aid of Lord Aragorn. We need you, Goladir. So the time has come at last. Perhaps it will do me some good to leave Angmar behind. These shadows have become too familiar. It would be the best to leave them behind. Yes, it will be. I shudder to think of what awaited Goladir beyond the store Pineleaf. Erebun's dominance on his mind was strong. What would Goladir have seen there had he remained under the Rogmole's power? I care not to guess. I know only that it would not have been Lorniel, and perhaps that would have been enough to destroy Goladir forever. Let us escape to the surface. Nur's Kashu is no place for us, or for our loved ones. I'm glad to be out of that place.
You have my deepest thanks for aiding me in the rescue of Goladir.
Thank you. He must have been drawn the notice of Erebun during one of his excursions into the cities of Angmar following the defeat of the false king. Who knows what would have happened if the Rogmul had maintained his dominance? We can be glad that did not happen, Pineleaf. I think it best for Golidir to come with us as part of the Grey Company. It is not healthy for him to remain here in this land as marked with grief as it must be for him. The wide southern lands will do him some good, I'm sure of it. He will be kept busy. All of us will be. And I believe that to be the best means to be rising above grief. And he must and will. Thank you again, my friend. Thank you.
You have come a great way, and should now return to Rivendell.
Yes, return to Rivendell. Gullidir and I will inform the rest of our kin here in Angmar, and we will make haste to join the Grey Company. You should return now to Master Elrond in Rivendell, that he may tell you, so you may tell him of the errand's success. But there are a couple of things I need to do first. A quick trip into the Shire for the Grey Hammers! And finally, here in the Silver Deep Alliance in Eredluin, where we must kill one final goblin for the Grey Hammers! And I think that's it. Let's go to Thorin's Hall and tell his father of our success. Hello there, Tandri Greyhammer. Your son asked me to kill an orc in every single region of Eriador, and I've just come back from doing so.
What in the name of all the dwarves has my son had you do?
Well, yes, traveling to all the regions in which the Greyhammers have been wronged and slaying a single orc in each? I cannot believe you humored him thus, Pineleaf. Does a warden such as you have nothing more pressing to do than this? If my son Luth and his brothers spent less time dreaming up ways to tell folks of their grievances with the orcs, and more time mining and working, perhaps we would have found some precious gemstones by now. Take this for the effort, Pineleaf. I will speak with Luth myself. It is high time he began doing something productive with his time he currently spends complaining to strangers about his lot in life. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll leave you to that. And I think I'm going to go and speak with Elrond. Hello, Elrond. I'm back from my gathering of the Grey Company.
The Grey Company assembles. What dangers will they face on the road south?
You've done quite well, Pineleaf. The Grey Company assembles with as much haste as can be taken, and they will ride to Aragorn in the wide southern lands. Whatever dangers have befallen him, we must believe the Dunedain will reach them in time. If you desire to aid the Grey Company in Aragorn further, you may ride with them. I will tell you when all is ready. Until that day, Pineleaf, go in peace and keep still the safety of these lands. The way south will still be dangerous. Very well.
The Dunedain have been called to fulfill their purpose in this age, to ride to the aid of their chief Aragorn, son of Arathorn. The road of the Grey Company will be fraught with peril, but they must not fail.
Also, I saw a mysterious relic while I was going through the caverns in the Trollshalls.
A strange fate brings you hither.
You say an unusual relic has appeared in the depths of the Lernan caves here in the Trollshalls? Most interesting, Pineleaf. I regret I can tell you nothing about this relic that you have not seen for yourself. The type is familiar to me, but I do not know what it may mean. I can tell you what lies beyond the sealed door of those caves, however. Long ago, when the kingdom of Rudour was at its height, evil men worshipped dark powers at a temple in the wilderness. The route over land to the temple has not been taken in many years and is surely overgrown. I have dispatched scouts from time to time to search for it. I believe that the sealed doors leads to underground to that temple. It is said some terrible thing befell the men of Rudour within its walls. Let it remain sealed for now. If this relic signals a return of that evil, we will need to take action. But for now, let the temple remain lost. All right then. As the Grey Company heads over to Rivendell and I wait for them there, will I get to do some rest? Or am I going to be called in for some other action? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.